This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Hello and welcome to Welcome to this week's episode of Board Meets World. I'm your host, Kyle. That's your other host, Steven, across the table from me.
Often what?
I was going to say often imitated, never duplicated, but it fell fucking flat when it was getting ready to come out. I couldn't get it.
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in a way that is true. It's a lot of Boy Meets World podcasts now.
Really?
Yeah.
Started something, huh?
Yeah.
We're the original, though, right?
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
We're the second draft.
Sure.
Yeah.
The second wave.
Yeah, we're the next generation.
Yeah. There's definitely been at least 2 that I know of that has popped up since we've started.
That's some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We should have got a patent.
I mean, I can't believe... Well, I guess I can. Because there's just so many podcasts now.
Yeah.
For everything. But it's like, really? Boy Meets World? It's kind of crazy to me. And I say that as obviously a huge fan. But
and doing your own right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
But when I had thought of it years ago, I didn't think it existed.
I think it's a pretty popular. I think it's a pretty popular show of our generation. So,
well, sure, but still, it's very, what do you say, niche, right?
You think so? It was on ABC Prime Time.
Sure, but I mean, it's like there's not a lot of meat on the bone. I don't think.
You mean like continuing storylines, rich plot?
Yeah, just to do one show, you know what I mean? And that it's the show, you know?
Yeah. That's something I've noticed since watching like stuff from that period of time. These days, they definitely put a whole lot more into an overarching story. Like, it isn't just, okay, these are the characters. This is what you're going to expect every week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been watching Married with Children, of course, for a while now. It is the exact same thing every episode.
Right.
And somehow it fucking works.
Well, I mean, I guess that is a sitcom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But I mean, even sitcoms today, they have like a overarching plot, like How I Met Your Mother. This story is constantly like, how is Ted going to meet their mom?
Mm-hmm.
You're just waiting to find that out.
Right. But still, that's not a lot
or it's like
going on.
With the Bundys, they're always going to be in that house.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe the shoe store.
Or the shoe store. He's always going to work at a shoe store.
Yeah.
He's always going to reference Polk High School football.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I don't know.
It worked, man. 11 seasons.
Well, sure. I don't know. It just boggles my mind that there's so many podcasts about this show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's pretty weird.
I don't know.
Or maybe everyone's had that idea because it was a very big part of their childhood.
Sure. And they're like, there's no way there's another one, right? I mean,
right. I mean, this is Fringe. That's a show I kind of want to watch.
Yeah, I've always kind of thought about it because it's X-File-y in a way, and I guess lost people are involved.
I think so. It's definitely got, what's his name, Charlie from the Mighty Ducks in it.
Is it JJ that works on it, or
I think JJ did.
Damon?
Write a couple write a couple episodes.
Okay.
But yeah. I remember watching it on television a few times. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I just never understood what it's about, or like if, like you're saying, is there like a real story, or is it more episodic? Like,
I think it has an overarching story because it's about like fringe science stuff out there.
Sure.
And the kid's kind of reluctant with it, and the dad's like, that's his whole thing. Apparently, from what I got from what little I watched, that's what drove a rift between them.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's like a regular network show.
Yeah.
So I never expect too much from that. Even though, there's Lost, there's Twin Peaks, but beyond that, regular network. Again, not a lot of meat, I guess.
No, it's
to draw you in, and
it's to tune in just for that hour, watch it, absorb it, move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And some people, that's all they want, like their lives are hectic enough. They just want to come
sure,
in, not
just
think for
turn off your brain and enjoy yourself. Yeah. Which I'm into that as well, but sometimes you need more.
Yeah.
You want more.
Yeah.
And I felt like we didn't necessarily get that this time on this episode.
No, this one actually felt like a throwaway episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it just felt very short.
It did feel short, didn't it? Like
way shorter than the other one we just watched.
Like they froze for a second, and I thought the stream was going down.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that was just, and then the credits started rolling.
Yeah. So yeah, we're on season 4, episode 5, Shallow Boy.
Yeah.
And what do you think about it? I mean, you said it was a throwaway, but does that mean you didn't like it?
I mean, this show does have some overarching things, like Sean's family. We talked about that last week.
Sure.
And I guess the Turner story's wrapped up because...
Well, don't say last week. It could have been forever.
It'll be last week. I got faith. But, yeah. Well, maybe it's because the one before was just so heavy.
Yeah, maybe. And this one's a lot lighter, I guess.
It's just what you tune in to see. Topanga and Cory antics. Eric falling for a girl.
Mm-hmm. But it did not feel like, 20 minutes or whatever.
It felt like 15.
Yeah, if that.
I feel like that might have been one of those episodes where you got gypped even if you are a little kid. Because like every 5 minutes there's another 3 minutes of commercials.
Uh-huh. So yeah, this show opens up. First of all, I don't know if we've talked about this. I said this while we were watching the show. The season 4 intro. The theme and everything. Have we talked about it?
I don't know if we have or not. See, we haven't recorded in a fucking minute.
Very true.
We probably did, but
in our off season, you don't listen to the old shows and kind of keep notes.
Not anymore. I used to.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Now I got it down. I'm so fucking good at it. But probably the most recognizable intro for me, except the last season one.
Mm-hmm. This is the first one?
It's this one with the Cory rushing outside to get in the car. Yeah. The season 7's, where they're like, where this boy meets world.
Yeah, I think it was probably next season that starts, I think.
That one?
Yeah.
The singing one?
Yeah.
So it goes on for 2 seasons?
I think so. Well, 3, I guess, technically. 5, 6, 7. But
oh, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Could be wrong, but pretty sure.
We'll see. I bet they keep this one for at least another season.
We'll see.
They just brought it in, right?
Yeah, but still, I don't know. Jack comes in next season, I'm pretty sure. So, I think it starts.
Okay, we'll see.
But you want to put money on it?
No, I'm not gambling with you.
All right.
Show inside and out. I'm not
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're supposed to do like an ad.
Are we an ad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of betting, you should go to mybookie.ag and bet on some. I don't know what sports are happening right now. All of them?
Football's going on.
Or is basketball over?
I think they just wrapped up.
Yeah.
You might have some World Series that might be over now too.
Well, there is football and there's MMA. So you can bet on that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
College basketball's getting ready to start because I know UK just got their schedule. So head over there, start betting on that.
Yeah, that's mybookie.ag. I believe if you use our promo code, which hopefully is Boar Meets World. I should probably bring this up, huh?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's Boar Meets World. You make your deposit, and I believe they will match your deposit, so you get some free money. And I believe that is up to $1,000. Don't quote me on that, but
still though, that's wild. So
you put in $100, you're getting $200 to bet with.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
That's free money.
Yeah. And for a gambler, fuck yeah.
That's too good to pass up.
Yeah.
But in football, we're balls deep into football season right now.
Who's looking good this year? Are you keeping up at all?
Get on this wagon here. Philly had a good run. Last I checked, New Orleans was doing good.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. I haven't really kept up, to be honest with you.
I heard the Raiders had a big goof recently.
They suck every year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you could bet on the Raiders sucking, would have half the country be millionaires by now.
Like, I read the headline. I didn't go any further, but that they did a field goal or whatever kick.
Yeah.
And I guess it was windy.
Oh,
and then it said there was hilarious results or whatever. But.
Yeah. Because you try to kick a fucking football when the wind's blowing at 50 miles an hour and expect it to go through the thing instead of blowing off.
That's why I say always run it.
When in doubt, run with it.
Yeah, fuck it. Get that extra point, baby.
People like the throwing game. You know what I mean? Like the receiving.
Well, throw it or run it. Kicking.
I'm all about that. Give it to the back. Let him run through the line. I want to see big, muscled up dudes colliding with each other.
Oh,
just man meat slapping together. Yeah.
Very sexy. That's mybookie.ag.
Bet and get some.
Promo code Boar Meets World. You can try that. See if that works.
Yeah.
Kyle vamp for me. Let me make sure this is right.
Yeah. So while he's checking that, I'm gonna tell you all something to check out personally if you haven't done it.
Oh, you got a recommendation for us or something?
Your boy Kyle watched a Hall & Oates concert this morning. Liberty, 1985. Played it up at New Jersey, the New York border around there. I don't know, some Yankee-ass city. But had the Statue of Liberty out in the back. Hall & Oates brought it. Check it out. It's in its entirety on YouTube. Great concert. Cannot recommend it enough. Also, for Daryl Hall's hair. Like, imagine the Flock of Seagulls guy if he grew a mullet in the back. And that's what you got. It's like the best of the 80s on Daryl Hall's head. They started off with Family Man, I think. Fucking kill it. Actually, that might not be the one they started out with. Never mind. It was a good concert, though. For real. Steven, you about done yet? I'm drowning over here.
I was enjoying that.
Oh. You know what? I did something the other night that was like awesome. I just sit down and I got on YouTube and I just watched a bunch of old music videos. Like from the 80s.
What was the highlight?
Man, it had to be
or highlights.
Heaven Isn't Too Far Away. Or Heaven, I think is the song title. I watched that one. I kept playing 80s cock rock ballads just to annoy Tara. Like I played that one. I played Headed for a Heartbreak by Winger. Dude, Kip Winger might be the most beautiful human ever in existence. Like, that face is just flawless.
I think I'll have to see a picture of him.
Okay, I'll show you one.
Okay.
But like I couldn't get it. I was like, what the fuck is this I'm looking at right here? Because it's not a person. There's no way. People don't look like that. That's art right there. That is art moving and playing bass and singing.
So yeah, promo code Boar Meets World over at mybookie.ag. Yeah. Get your bonus on your first deposit now. There you go. I thought that ad went pretty smooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we get so many.
Sure.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as good as back in the day when we were on Raw's Boar. And you remember that fucking sell I did on Loot Crate?
Good God, yes. That's worth checking out the whole Raw's Boar catalog just for that Loot Crate ad.
I believe it was like, I don't know, 10 minutes long of just fucking pimping that crate.
Yeah.
But you know what? Fuck that crate.
Yeah.
You want to go to mybookie.ag. Promo code BoreMeetsWorld.
Go. Get your free money.
Bet on who?
Philly.
Eagles.
Yeah.
All the way, baby.
Yeah.
That's what
Philly
Cory
ain't let
Matthews
you down
would
yet
say.
in 2020.
No.
Go over there and fucking get you some money off the Eagles.
Yeah. I think Cory would approve.
Yep.
Eric, Sean, Feeney, Alan, Amy, Morgan, Turner,
Sean,
Eli,
Hunter,
Topanga,
Lawrence,
Chet.
Hunter.
I think they would all like it. They all got their bets in over at mybookie.ag.
And we bet you will bet over there too.
Using the promo code BoreMeetsWorld. And yeah, season 4, episode 5, Shallow Boy. The intro, we haven't talked about that yet, but it's the one where, you know, Cory comes down.
Yeah, convertible Mustang.
Gets in the car. We see like little flashes of like memories and shit. And it's got a rockin' jam. And I'm assuming Kyle likes it more than season 1.
Yeah. Nails on a chalkboard would sound better than the season 1 opener to me personally.
Okay. Anywho, let's jump into this episode.
Let's get it.
Unless you had some.
Nope, I'm ready. Let's do it.
So we start out here, right? And we see the front entrance of the Matthews shop. I don't know what it's called.
It's like a outdoor store.
Mm-hmm. But does it have like a name?
It does, but I can't think of it at the time.
And we see a little lady sitting out there.
Yeah. Strumming her guitar, singing a tune.
And there's a fella there, and he's just like, make it stop.
Eric's coming into work, and the guy stops him, and he's like, please make it stop. Because she is just singing this, like, I got sunshine, and I'm happy. Just, if you ever listen to Michael Franti, just a no-talent version of him.
What the hell is a Michael Franti?
It's just like this reggae singer or something that just, Tara likes him, but he's just so positive about everything. Plays barefoot.
Oh, so he's got the PMA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But, what's your stance on buskers here? Like what this girl's doing. People that play out there and try to make money.
Yeah, I mean, party on. It's fun with it, I guess.
You don't think it's noise pollution?
I mean, if I'm Alan, I'm pulling the same tactic. Probably. Especially if it's keeping people from coming in.
Yeah.
Right? But other than that, anywhere else on the sidewalk, party on. You calling the cops or some shit?
No. Just like whatever. Yeah. I was hoping you'd be like, I can't stand them, so we could like do a bit or something, but I didn't have one planned.
You gotta hit me up before the show on that.
Yeah, sorry. Okay,
gotta write these notes in.
You've heard this girl sing, right?
I saw the episode.
Her or Phoebe from Friends? Who's the better busker? I'm going with Phoebe. Smelly Cat is a fucking jam.
I'd probably go with what's her name here? Karina?
Really?
Yeah.
You would pick Shallow Boy over Smelly Cat?
Oh, fuck yeah. Shallow Boy rocked.
Dude.
Yeah.
Smelly Cat.
If you're going her soft songs versus Phoebe, also Corinne.
Hot take here at Board Meets World.
I think she's definitely got a better voice than Phoebe. I mean, what the fuck?
Whoa. I don't even know who you are.
Like, she is purposely bad, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I don't know you.
This girl, I mean, she can seemingly keep a pitch, at least to my ear. You know, it sounds fine. Is it a good song? No. But she can obviously sing, I think. So,
right.
You know.
Let's get the fuck into this. We're like 20 minutes into this podcast.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's up there. She's rocking. This dude's fucking hating it.
Yeah.
Eric as usual, like a nice boy, and he pitches in some money. And she sings like everything that happens, basically. So,
boy gave me $20.
I love that he's like, "Oh fuck,
son.
I gave her a 20." Like, and he switches it out. And so he goes in, and Alan is like, "Close the fucking door, please."
Please.
And Eric's like, "What, is it too perky out there for you today?" And he says, "Yeah, fuck yeah, it is."
Yeah.
Close the door, and she's scaring away all the customers.
He's like, if I wanted to be tortured, I would have stayed in hell, Eric.
Well, I don't know why he's tortured. He's the devil.
He's into it. He's just like, yeah.
Some, what's it called?
S&M.
Yeah.
Masochism.
Yeah, BDSM.
BDSM.
Yeah.
Bondage.
Yeah. And Eric's like, would you prefer if we had the guy that spits on people again instead? And he's like, yeah, go find him.
Yeah, can you get him? Book him.
And Alan breaks down, "Hey, I'm your dad. I own this store. You work for me. You're my son. So this is your job to get rid of her.
Take care of this."
And Eric's basically like, well, now that I know that, yes, I will, basically.
Takes her out on a date because he's all lovesick after seeing her face. And
Yeah, he goes outside to tell her to fuck off. And she raises her head up. She got the big sun hat gimmick on, right?
yeah.
Looking all cute. And of course, Eric's gonna Eric, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fold like a cheap suit.
Mm-hmm. So he tosses the rest of his money into the case. And he goes back inside, and he's like, of course I didn't get it done. You know me, Dad. I'm Eric. You fucked up.
Yeah. Come on.
And he's like, okay, take her to lunch or something. And he's like, well, I'm going to need some more money because I gave it all to her already. So he gives them some more money. And then they do nothing because we're going to go back to the school now. And here's where Feeney is talking to the class about how this is relatively timely for us, that it's the last presidential election that they will not be able to vote in because they're not 18 yet.
Right.
And he asks them about what issues that they care about or whatever, right? And what does Sean care about? What issue? Do you recall?
The swimsuit issue.
Right.
Sean, the common man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you have an issue that most concerns your life?
Oh, my life?
Yeah.
No.
No. You good? Everything kosher for it?
I think I'm fine. Yeah, I'm a straight white man. I don't think I can complain.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
There you go. All right.
Yeah. Would love another 1,200.
That would be sweet. That would be pretty sweet.
You know, I'm not gonna turn them down on that one. But beyond that, I mean, I really can't complain. I don't think. You?
I got nothing, man. I'm with Sean's swimsuit issue.
And Cory attempts to make a stance and really try in class.
Yeah. He gives the politician answer where he says a very nice sounding sentence, but doesn't answer jack
that says
shit.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, Topanga has to save the day, as she always does for the classroom.
Right.
But before notes that Cory was very cute in his attempt to try. And her issue that she cares about was the breakdown of the American family. And Sean is immediately like, hey.
Yeah, because she's like crime, education, and breakdown of American family. Sean was like, I feel attacked.
Yeah. So he gets up and starts to run out of class. And Feeney's like, what the fuck are you doing? Class is going on.
Yeah.
He just points at the clock. And as soon as he
Set
does, the bell
your
goes off.
Dumb, broken home ass down
Yeah, Feeney went on him.
for my history class.
But no, he just timed it very well.
Yeah,
That's
he's
it.
like,
Class is over, bro.
Points at the clock. It rings. He's like, what's the point? Feeney goes, what's the point?
Mm-hmm. So then Cory comes up to Sean. He's like, hey, were you really mad about that? And he's like, no, I got bigger problems to worry about than the breakdown of the American family. And Cory lets him know.
Again,
Yeah.
Voice of the common man.
Yeah, 100%.
Your dude that's going out here pulling 60-hour work weeks, making sure the lights are on. He doesn't give a shit about your socio-economic dilemma.
Yeah, pretty much. Cory lets Sean know that date he had with Topanga is over. Boys are back together again. We can have some fun because my girlfriend is babysitting.
Yeah.
And Sean says,
No, bro. You have a house. All to yourself. No parents, no supervision. With your girlfriend.
on a couch.
Bros can wait.
Yeah.
Sean.
It's time for hoes.
Sean. A good man.
Mm-hmm.
A great man.
Yeah.
Sean Hunter.
Yeah. Again, a man for the common man.
Yeah.
The people.
Yeah. Ryder Strong, 2024.
Could you imagine? I mean, could you imagine?
Yeah, actually, I could.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, I guess so.
Last 4 years. I think anybody could do it.
So Cory's like, all right, you're right, man. The hormones will be flying tonight.
Sean's like, well, I doubt it, but all right, buddy.
Yeah, you're very sweet. See you later, buddy. Then we see Eric out on his date with the guitarist, and she is just singing everything.
Yeah, everything that comes through her attention, it's a song.
Yeah,
and it is fucking cringy as hell.
Didn't like it?
No, I was getting embarrassed. It was hard for me to keep watching. Like,
really?
I'm one of those people that, like, if I see an embarrassing moment on something,
mm-hmm.
I will not fucking watch it because I get so embarrassed for them.
Right.
Like Aladdin, The Return of Jafar, when Aladdin is going to that banquet with the Sultan and Jasmine and all that, and the tiger comes in and wrecks the whole fucking thing. I, to this day, will not watch that scene.
Okay. Why?
It's embarrassing.
Why
it's so embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing for you?
Oh my gosh! I can only imagine how embarrassing it must be for those people that aren't real.
Those poor cartoons.
Yeah. Poor Aladdin, humiliated like that.
Also, I like how you fucking really dug for The Return of Jafar.
Yeah, deep in that memory bank for that one.
Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I liked it.
Well, except for that.
What?
That's that part, right?
What?
You liked it except for that.
Yeah, except for that.
Yeah. Too embarrassing.
I just couldn't watch it, man.
So you just fast forward right through that one?
No, I'd cover my eyes, walk out of the room, wait for it to get done.
Cover your eyes and walk out of the room. So you're just in a different room.
Well, my eyes are covered. I couldn't cover my ears, too. I was going to hear it.
The fuck? What is happening? Oh, my God. So she is, like we said, literally just... He's asking her a question, and she sings the answer, basically, is what happened.
Everything.
Yeah. We finally get to that Annie changed her life. And Eric suggests that she needs to add more edge to her music.
Yeah, maybe she'll get that record deal that she's wanting.
And that's what her uncle also said.
The one who runs the record company that I jumped the gun on.
Right? Yeah. She's still playing, and you can see the entire population of chubbies is like, fuck this girl.
Yeah.
Somebody please get Jeff Jarrett in here, break the fucking guitar over her head. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody get this slap nut out of here, please.
Yeah, choke on that, slap nuts.
Yeah, don't piss him off. King of the mountain, bitch. You gonna be all right over there?
Yeah, I think so. I really like the entire time that... Were you embarrassed for Eric during the scene? Is that what's going on?
Just embarrassed for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I love Eric trying to get the check.
Check for the love of God!
I love that. The waitress is like right there.
Yeah.
And she like jumps and turns around and looks all pissed off.
Was this after he went off on her?
When
he was like, okay.
Hand in hand, I think.
I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. You're a psycho. A legit psycho, and he just goes off on her, and then he's like, oh my God, check right now.
That actually didn't happen for a long time. We were way off on this.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. Because everyone was hating her music, and then we went to the Topanga babysitting scene, actually.
Oh, and they go over there, and
yeah.
Cory shows up at the door.
Mm-hmm.
We're led to believe, oh shit, something's going to happen.
Yeah, he's busted, right?
The parents are like, no, that's a lamb, not a lion. He can come in here if he wants.
we meant other boys, not this boy.
He's a safe boy.
Not the Matthews boy.
Even the dad was like, yeah, feel free to spread out on the couch.
Yeah.
So comfy you'll feel like you're dead.
I loved that character.
Yeah. He was just like, yeah, we were all bad boys once.
We all start out bad.
Yeah. Just so broken.
Lay on the couch. You'll feel like you're dead. It's wonderful.
That made me think of Married with Children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did like as soon as they opened the door and Cory was there was that water jug there and he was like, water boy.
Thinking on your feet there.
So they get left alone. That he got past the parents with his safe exterior, I guess you would say. And what could go wrong? Because the couch is nice, parents are gone, you got the lady, but we're forgetting about the kid. And there he is.
And that kid pops up from behind.
Wet Willie's that motherfucker.
Yeah. Fucking guerrilla Willie warfare over there.
What? But the kid does save the day.
Yeah.
He's got 64 bits, baby.
Yeah.
We ready to play.
Nintendo 64 bits when they first came out.
You want to talk about Nintendo 64s?
I will fuck with some Nintendo 64.
Let's
Favorite game, go.
Fuck. I mean, WCW versus NWO Revenge.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Man. Mine's Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it's a great one too.
I love that game.
Fucking Mario 64 was awesome.
That was fun. That's a lot of fun with people.
And especially, growing up, and we, at least me, I don't know if you lived through like original Mario. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I played it.
Mm-hmm. The Mario 2, 3.
Well, I didn't get to play Mario 2 and 3. I went from Mario Brothers to Super Mario World. And then when the collection came out.
But still, you see what I'm saying, where it's like Mario 64 was like, what the fuck?
I didn't like it at first.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, being able to go all around like that. I didn't know what the fuck I was supposed to do. Right. Like, I'm so used to going across the stream, jumping in a fucking pipe.
Yeah.
I gotta show you
side scroller, right? It's what they call it. Yeah.
I gotta show you my new piece of artwork over there. It's about to slide off and break into the.
Is it Mario?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, when that dropped, I was like, "Holy fuck!"
You know, it was another awesome game to play on it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Oh well, yeah, of course. I probably played that on PlayStation more though.
Yeah. It probably was like a lot easier to play on PlayStation because of the controls and everything.
Yeah, the 64 controller, very weird. Very weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't hate it though.
No, I definitely didn't hate it then. I don't know if I could play it now. But goddamn, just to think, look at games now. But I was fucking mind blown by Mario 64.
Zach has a very good theory about video games, is that they always look like real life when they first come out. Until the next system comes out.
I'm not sure I would agree with that. I don't think I thought Mario 64 looked like real life.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, okay.
What, you did?
Yeah, man.
But it's a fucking cartoon.
I saw myself.
There's no real life.
I saw myself at 35 years old when I looked at Mario.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I guess if you're going that way with it, I see it. But no, 64 was awesome.
Yeah, so they're about to go play.
So I don't blame Cory at all for this.
No, he forgets all about Topanga and his raging hormones. He's about that video game system. Yeah. And that's why those parents...
He doesn't have one at home, so yeah, I mean, he's got to play this.
Yeah. That's why the parents were not worried about Cory Matthews.
Yeah, true.
But Topanga comes in there, buzzkills the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then the kid snaps back around, and he's like, come on, it's the Friday night lineup. I got to watch my favorite show. It comes on at 9:30 now. It used to come on at 8:30.
Yeah, you got to love the hustle of this kid because first he's like 64.
Yeah.
And that almost paid off, right? Yeah. But no. And he's like, well, what about my favorite TV show, though? And Cory also likes it, right? So.
Yeah. And then he's like, why did they move it? Is it not doing very well? Is it not performing well? He's like, I don't know. They're trying to kill it. They're trying to kill our favorite show.
Yeah, I gotta assume, because you kind of mentioned it while we were watching it, like, are they talking about ABC? Yeah. So I'm thinking, I would guess I have to look it up, but I have to assume that they moved where Boy Meets World played on TJIF, right? Why would they were commenting on that.
Why would you give a PG show the almost 10 o'clock slot? When kids are in bed.
Well, I mean, the whole lineup was what? Sabrina, Boy Meets World. What else was there? Step by Step?
I have no idea, man.
Step by Step? Full House?
I was a
Family Matters?
I was a Nickelodeon guy. So
I'm sure it was an 8 to 10 block, probably, right?
Did you have a...
But I do love that the writers and them, they were like, let's say some shit about this. Yeah. And that's kind of cool.
You know just sneak it in. Yeah. Who did that too? Was it... had to be Netflix.
And I also love... Sorry to cut you off, but usually they like mention times or something in the show, and it's always like 8, 7 Central or whatever, like talking TV.
Yeah, just cheekiness. Yeah. I think it was Netflix when they first brought back, they brought in Fuller House.
Yeah.
And they're like, where's Michelle? Oh, she's out. She couldn't be here. And they look at the camera like, come on, Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I did not see Fuller House.
Oh, it ain't bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't fuck with Full House that much either.
So. What? Yeah. Whoa. That's a different show.
Yeah, I got to cut it out, right?
Have mercy.
Yeah, there you go.
You never watched Full House?
I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't, like, seen every episode or anything.
Okay, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You fans, you listeners, you got an option here.
Uh-oh.
You don't even got to buy a shirt to do this. You just got to tell me you want it.
Uh-oh.
We wrap this show up. If we don't get the 10 shirts for Saved by the Boar,
mm-hmm.
But if I get 10 fans on Twitter tweeting our Twitter page
at Boar Meets World
that, hey, we want this, I will sit down with Steven and we'll do a Full House pod. We'll call it Full Bore.
And I will counter offer with a third option. We do neither of those shows.
What? So you're not a Full House fan?
I don't know if I could do a podcast about Full House. It might actually. You can do it might be fun.
I don't know. You can do a podcast about fucking Boy Meets World, but you can't do a podcast about Full House?
A show I actually like compared to one that's like just there? Yeah.
Whoa. Full House was a much bigger deal than Boy Meets World.
Well, sure. And I love Bob Saget, sure, but...
I feel like you're just doing this to be contrarian. I think you actually really like it, but you're trying to be all cool. Like, it's just okay.
Yeah, fuck Full House. I only like Boy Meets World. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yep, you got me.
Fuck the Tanners. I'm all about the Matthews over here.
You know. How about Step by Step?
See? You just doing B-sides. I'm over here trying to play the title track, and you got fucking backside of the 45 over there rolling.
What about...
Full House, the pinnacle of family sitcoms.
Is that the one, really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. It's got to be.
Okay.
Guys, what's the pinnacle of family sitcoms? Throw it up on the Twitter.
At Boar Meets World.
Yeah.
I mean, if the people ask for it, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
Man, if you guys throw Family Matters out there, I'll love you forever, because that was a great show, too.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
Carl Winslow.
Yeah.
Great.
I would probably do that one before Full House.
I mean, I had to be like 27 before I realized that was not Carl Winslow in Die Hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're getting really far off topic.
Are we?
Did you have a favorite like Friday night lineup of shows you watched? It didn't have to be Friday night. It was like, just like, hey, end of the week, man. These are the shows I'm looking for. I'm going to sit down and binge for like 2 hours.
Well, I mean, TGIF was pretty fucking sick. Yeah. That wasn't, I mean, it wasn't like what they said on this episode where it was like, oh, if you didn't watch, you're not cool at school on Monday or whatever.
Just
but
sit down. You got
still, everyone watched it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But probably that or Snick, Saturday Night Nick, you know what I mean?
Kablam.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, Kenan and Kel, all that. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Fucking My Cousin Skeeter. Yeah, it's good shit.
Good stuff.
Yeah. They're talking about the show, Friday Night Lineup, moved it to 9:30 instead of 8:30.
They're trying to kill it.
They're trying to kill the show. Then they get into this argument, Cory and Topanga, and I'm going to let you take over on that one.
Yeah, well, Cory and Topanga.
Explain to me what this argument's about.
Cory thinks Topanga's mad at him because he's trying to go watch TV instead of spend time with her, when actually Topanga is upset because she thinks Cory will be a shitty dad, trying to be their friend instead of a respective, strong role model.
What's your thoughts on that?
Dude, he's just trying to have fun. He's a kid himself. Just chill out.
Yeah. Plus, what's wrong with being buddies with your kid?
I think it's, you are the authority figure for your child.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? Showing them what's right and wrong. And I guess they think that if you're buddy-buddy with your kid, the kid will use that against them.
Sure.
Like the first time you're like, hey, no, you can't do that. The kid's going to feel like, you're against them.
Well, I thought we were friends.
Yeah. What do you mean? I saw you do it.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's fair. Are you going to be buddies with your kids?
I'm not having any.
Oh. Well, let's say an accident happens.
I don't know. Actually, we've already had this discussion. She would probably be the fun parent, and I would be the helicopter parent.
I could see that.
Could.
Yeah. But you would probably be still a goof. Your kid would think so. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Fucking dad jokes galore.
So you might try to be this authority figure, but they're like rolling their eyes when they're not looking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
They're like, and mom will just be like, just
pretend. Yeah, the kid and mom are both like laughing at you.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. I just get mad and storm off. Like, no authority in my house whatsoever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no kid. No, thank you.
Yeah. What about you? If you had a kid, what would you be like?
Jesus Christ, I don't know. I'd probably try to be a buddy, but I also get annoyed very easily by children. So,
really?
Yeah.
It seems like, since I've known you, you're very patient with certain things,
and
then some things you have absolutely no fucking patience for whatsoever.
Yeah.
For example, if I ask you how to do something on a computer, you'll just get so fucking irritated with me, you'll do it yourself.
It's hard to explain certain things.
Yeah.
You kind of got to do it or show. You know what I mean?
So is that what it is? Like, you get frustrated because you can't properly explain it?
I think it's, I have this in my head that they understand more than they do. But it's like I'm yelling at a 2-year-old, but they're not getting it. You know what I mean?
They're crying, and I don't fucking understand why this is so fucking sad and hard to understand.
It's like, I can't think of an example really, but it's just like something very simple to me. It's like, why don't you fucking get this?
Yeah.
Just understand this, you fucking 2-year-old.
You can't put this.
How do you not wrap your fucking head around this?
You can't put your mind inside of the 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's always like, chill out. They're just kids. Like, they don't understand that easily or whatever. And I'm like,
I get it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is what it is.
I have an easier time with 2-year-olds than I do adults. Because I'm like, they're young, they don't know any better. Older people, though, do the same shit. I'm like, good God, you're too old to be doing that.
Right. And you can't change them at that point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're settled. They're done.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-year-old, still malleable. You know?
So let's go back to Eric's date. And he was asking her about anything that maybe upset her, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about this fish that died. And Eric is like laying on the fucking table or whatever at this point.
And he's like,
I got hair in my mouth.
when did he die? By suicide?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. And then here's where he comes in with the, let me think of the most delicate way to say this to you. I think you're a psycho. I want to put you on a spaceship and send you to planet Falugala or whatever he said. And, and he's finally like, Jack! And that's where that whole thing goes on. And then she hits a minor chord. And let me ask the guitarist on the podcast, is that true? Was that a minor chord?
It sounded like it.
Okay.
But it was funny because I wrote this bitch. Oh, I said this girl. I didn't say this bitch. I'm so sorry. I said, I swear you can read it and be like, hey, look, he says this girl.
Where's that?
It's like right there underneath my thumb, like 3 lines down. This girl is worse than Joel.
This bitch is worse than
No,
what?
it says this girl. I almost wrote this bitch, and I was like, that's derogatory. I'm not doing that.
Of course.
But yeah, I don't like Joel.
Well, what are you again? Token. Or Woken, not Token.
Woken warrior, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Woken, not token.
Yeah.
Girl turned into Alanis Morissette.
Mm-hmm.
And I think,
You're shallow.
Shallow boy. You're a shallow boy.
Loser freak. Mm-hmm. Minor chord? Did you like it?
Sure, man.
Did you like Shallow Boy more than the previous jams?
I didn't like any of them.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
If it ain't Smelly Cat, I ain't fucking with it.
So I'm assuming Alanis is like huge during this.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Like 96. Jagged Little Pill comes out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, is it she was that fucking big? They were like, that'd be funny to have a character like that. I don't know.
And we'll just turn it up full cheek and then have Eric say, cut it out.
Shallow school. They're at school. It's Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Cory really wants a taco.
Yeah, he's talking to Topanga about the fight. Topanga's telling him why they were fighting. It's what I told you all earlier.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cory is like, Topanga, my blood sugar's getting really low. I need a taco.
I need a taco. And there, I did like this where she's like, about our kid. And he's like, we don't have a kid. We've only kissed. I mean, I knew I was a good kisser, but wow.
All right.
Pretty funny. I think she's out of there after saying you'd rather be pals with the kid than be an authority figure. And he said, we don't have kids. You know why? Because we're just kissing. I love that eventually. Yeah, I guess that's like the first sign of it, where Cory is like this fucking huge hunger for sex, and he's not getting it. And it's always brought up, you know.
They make him into a real teenage boy.
Then we see Cory and Sean. Well, actually, Sean rolls up after this little spat.
Hey, Cory, want taco?
And has a taco, and he's like, I don't think I'm allowed to have one. Then we're at the Matthews Wilderness store here, and Sean and Cory come in. They're like, hey, remember that girl? And check out the CD. And plays Shallow Boy.
Helen's like, parental advisory, mature content. What?
What did you do to this girl?
Yeah. They play Shallow Boy, and Sean's like, that's the ballad on the record.
It's pretty funny. Then we're at the Matthews home, and Cory is reading, So You're Gonna Be a Daddy. And Amy freaks out for a moment.
She's doing laundry. She's like, oh, I don't have legs anymore. She sits down and is thinking that she's about to be a grandma.
But no, he's just preparing for when he might have a kid, or be the guy next door, or the guy down the street with the binoculars at this point.
Right.
He ain't getting it.
And she tells him, like, hey, we learn from experience. That's how you're probably going to learn, is from experience.
Yeah. Raised 3 great kids until Eric walks in and he says, I don't remember the terminology of the song.
Loser freak.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know.
Maladjusted woman hater, loser freak, or whatever.
Maladjusted woman hating loser freak or something like that.
Then we see Morgan comes downstairs and she's fucking rocking the CD.
Singing the shit out of it. And then,
which I have to question their parental guidance. That's a explicit CD, right?
You know how kids are. She could have tape traded at school.
Okay. Sure,
said work like we're in fucking Malaysia or something. She got off at the shoe factory and after her 18-hour shift and was rocking a Alanis Morissette light.
So, loser freak, it's rocking, and I think he likes boys, if you know what I'm saying. What's the lyric?
Yeah. She takes her headphones off, she's like, I can't believe you're my brother.
Ew! And then, Alan rolls in, he's like, hey, remember that girl that was playing guitar in front of our store? And Eric's like, no.
No, Dad, I don't remember her at all.
He's like, well, she's looking for you. And so they meet up at Chubby's, and she rolls in all black, hair slicked back and
just
whatnot.
Like you.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Minus the hat. And she is talking to him, and he says some things that are kind of negative about her, and she starts to jot them down. And here's where we see that she's out of material, and she needs Eric to kind of bring her down.
She's looking for a fix.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? When I look at you, all I see is a dandelion.
Oh boy. And then they start singing, what the fuck is the song?
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, the sun will come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he starts to walk away, and she's like, are you leaving me? He's like, no. And then they do the big finale, you know. And it just stops there. We
abruptly
really
ends. Yeah, it cuts over to Cory and Topanga.
Well, Cory reading to Morgan, but yes.
Yeah. And then Morgan goes upstairs to go to bed. Topanga's there. They've made up.
Mm-hmm. She's got tacos.
Yeah.
Home alone. Got the couch. All right.
She's like, you're going to be a great dad. And then Morgan's letting all her buddies in.
Behind Cory's back, yeah. He's like,
out to
you know, I am going to be a good dad because kids, they respect me.
They're all going upstairs to listen to the new Karuna record.
And Cory sees that and he says, well, maybe we just won't have kids.
Yeah.
And we'll be okay. And that is the end, I believe.
Yeah. So we cut to the post-credit scenes at the outdoor store.
Mm-hmm. Got the latest single on the radio.
And then they play for like half
I believe it's called Fuzzy Wuzzy Wove.
Fuzzy Wuzzy Wove. And they play and they're like, oh my God, that's terrible. This girl's done.
Plays like 5 seconds. You hear like the record scratch sound. And she's like, well, that sucks. Her career's over. And Eric gets a nice laugh from that. Job well done. Ruined her career. Yeah. And that's the end. Yep. What else you got?
Nothing, man.
Surely we got something.
We hit everything here. Buskers. This girl or Phoebe? What issue most concerns your life? Cringing at Chubby's.
Or you know, during Return of Jafar. Either way.
Yeah. Hey, man. Don't joke. Still can't watch it. ABC trying to kill Boy Meets World. This girl is worse than Jewel. Girl turned into a Alanis Morissette. That's it.
You like Alanis?
No. And I get cautious if I'm around a woman who does like her. Because I feel like I could be a victim of violence.
What is her hit?
Was it one song? I can't even think what it's called, but it's talking about like, does she give head like me in movie theater? I don't know. I don't listen to her. But what is it called? You should know. No, is it?
You should know. Yeah,
You should know.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Jagged Little Pill's the title track. It's a hit too.
Is it her or someone else that has the "I'm a bitch, I'm a lover"?
I think this is
song?
Alanis Morissette.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You like that one?
Well, I dated a girl that had that record, and she liked to hit. So, yeah, that's why. That might be why I'm hesitant. Got a lot of trauma. Violent relationship partners, traumatic Disney movie events like Return of Jafar.
It sounds like you've had a real rough life.
Yeah, man. That's why I don't have any hair.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
We got anything else to talk about? How long is this episode?
We're at 55.
Oh, wow. Okay. Not too bad.
Yeah.
For an episode that seemed like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, we got a lot out of it.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that.
Well, let's talk about mybookie.ag, promo code Boar Meets World. Double up your first deposit with that code. And bet on
Philly.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
Going all the way.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I got a good feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about or say? Or
Nah, man. I'm liking this stride we're hitting.
You think it's been okay?
So far, yeah.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, next episode. Well, goodbye.
See ya.